Hey guys, this is Pastor Brent with your Friday Faith Devotional. Excited to get to talk to you guys. Hope you and your family are doing well. I'm here at my house with my family, and everybody's responding to this unique situation differently. You know, my son Wyatt is a little bit oblivious to what all is going on. He's just been playing a lot of video games. But my daughter Emery, it's really bothered her, this whole social distancing and being out of her normal schedule and routine. And I'm hearing things I never thought I would hear before. Things like, man, I wish I was back in school. So this is a crazy time, right? And I want to share with you guys a passage I was reading this morning. Philippians 2, verse 3 says, "Don't be selfish, don't try to impress others. Be humble, thinking of others as better than yourselves. Don't look out for only your own interest, but take an interest in others too." And this is what I know. When we go through hard times, we have this tendency to kind of focus on ourselves, right? We have a tendency to see all the things that this problem is ways it's gonna affect us. And maybe you're thinking about how this is gonna affect you financially, and you're worried about your job, or if it's gonna be there when this is over, or worried about how you're gonna pay your bills. Maybe it's the health side of things. You're worried, like, what happens if I get this, or someone in our family gets this, and all those kind of fears can kind of build inside of your mind and your life. And I want to encourage you just in a couple of things. One, remember that, like, when you focus on your problem just is going to grow bigger. But when we focus upon God and what He says and His truth and how He feels about us and the fact that He's in control and He's got this, our problems, they become smaller. But the other part is, like this passage says, don't just focus or don't just think about your own interest, but take an interest in others too. A great thing you can do to kind of ease some of your angst and anxiety is, don't just focus on your problem, but think about someone who's struggling maybe more than you are. And it's not hard to, if you just look around, to see people like this. So my daughter Emery, when she was kind of upset and complaining about, how unfair this is to her, we took a second and we called Grandma Forsberg, who's in a nursing home in Lexington, Kentucky. And just Emery and I were on the phone with her, and Grandma Forsberg was just telling us that it's been 10 or 11 days that she's been in isolation. All the residents are in their own room and they can't come out for anything. And there's like no human contact almost for 10 or 11 days. And she was just so excited to be talking to someone, and so thankful that we called. And you could hear it in her voice just how much it meant to her. And we got off that call, and Emery and I both just felt better. We felt like, we got an opportunity to tell somebody that we love how we feel about them. And also we knew that we made a difference in her day. And all that kind of stuff that we're dealing with when we're just thinking about how this is impacting us, that didn't seem nearly as important. And so what I'd encourage you today is, take a moment, and rather than thinking about how this is all impacting you, look to God, number one, and it'll make that problem seem smaller. But number two, find someone around you who's maybe in a worse place than you are, and reach out to them. All right, send a text, maybe do a video call with them, leave them a message, write them a note, do something and encourage someone in your life. And this is what will happen. Your problem that maybe seems so big right now will begin to shrink. And rather than all the anxiety and frustration about thinking about what this is causing us or how it's impacting us, it will begin to go away as you begin to bless someone else, and you begin to realize that God has a purpose for you even in this time that's bigger than yourself. And so open your eyes to see the people around you that you can impact today. And I promise you this, it will be a blessing to you. God bless you guys. I'll talk to you all soon.